Manchester United are finally back, but not in the way that many neutral fans, pundits, rivals, or even die-hard Red Devils supporters were expecting. Because after years of frustration, uncertainty, managerial changes, and what felt like an identity crisis in the heart of English football, the club that once dominated domestically and in Europe has suddenly shown signs of rekindling that fighting spirit and belief in one of the most dramatic and talked about matches of the current season in the Premier League came this January at Old Trafford, when Manchester United hosted their fiercest local rivals, Manchester City, in the 198th Manchester Derby, a fixture that is always loaded with history, passion, and bragging rights for the whole of Manchester and beyond. And on that Saturday afternoon, in front of a packed Old Trafford crowd, the Red Devils delivered a performance that not only surprised many observers, but also injected new hope into a fan base that has suffered through so many ups and downs over the past several years, as interim head coach Michael Carrick oversaw a tactical masterclass and a memorable victory that will be dissected by analysts, social media, and YouTube creators alike for weeks and months. And when the final whistle blew, United had secured a resounding 2-0 win over Pep Guardiola's Manchester City, with goals from Bryan Mbeumo and Patrick Dorgu in the second half, sealing what many are already calling a statement result for the club and a turning point in their season. United's victory was built on discipline, tactical adaptability, and ruthless effectiveness in key moments, and the match began with a tense first half in which both sides felt each other out. City, unsurprisingly, dominated possession, as they often do under Guardiola's ball-oriented approach, but United defended resolutely, remaining compact, organized, and ready to hit on the break. And from early on, it was clear that this fixture would be decided not by who controlled the ball, but who made the most of the opportunities created and would execute their game plan under intense pressure. City's numerical dominance of the ball in the first 45 minutes didn't translate into clear-cut chances for the visitors, and United's defenders and midfielders worked tirelessly to stifle City's fluid passing patterns, frustrating stars and cutting off passing lanes, allowing United's goalkeepers and backline to repel any meaningful threat before halftime. Despite the noise and tension building inside the iconic stadium, symbols of football heritage and passion were evident in every chant, every challenge, and every sprint, as both sets of players knew the significance of this derby for league standings, local pride, and morale. United's first real breakthrough came in the 65th minute, when a lightning-swift counterattack began from deep inside United's defensive half, when Bruno Fernandes drove the ball forward and slipped a perfectly weighted pass into the path of Bryan Mbeumo, who controlled it instinctively before unleashing a low, left-footed strike that bounced beyond the reach of Manchester City's goalkeeper, Gianluigi Donnarumma, and into the bottom corner of the net, sending the Old Trafford crowd into raptures and giving the hosts the lead, which suddenly lifted years of pressure and expectation from United's shoulders. And it was more than just another goal. It was a symbolic moment that suggested the club could once again deliver in the moments that matter most after so many seasons of inconsistency and criticism. The first goal reverberated across the footballing world, with pundits and fans alike sharing clips, highlights, and heated debate online about how United managed to outsmart one of the most formidable teams in Europe and push City further down the table as their title hopes took a significant blow, with the loss leaving them behind league leaders as the Premier League race intensified. Later in the game, in the 76th minute, United doubled their advantage through Patrick Dorgu, who reacted quickest to a teasing cross from substitute Matheus Cunha, burying the ball home and putting the result beyond doubt as his celebration reflected the elation coursing through the United supporters and the squad alike. That moment encapsulated a youthful determination, a tactical execution, and a fearless attitude that many felt had been missing from United's performances so often in previous seasons. By this point, the Old Trafford faithful were singing, chanting, and celebrating as if they had reclaimed a piece of their club's soul, and the atmosphere was electric, fueled not only by the two goals, but by the sense that something profound Guardiola's players to chase shadows at times, and leaving them frustrated and unable to find the breakthrough they so desperately needed to stay in the title hunt. City's frustrated night was made worse by several moments where United looked capable of increasing their lead, including multiple occasions where goals were ruled out from marginal offside decisions, demonstrating both how United seized control of the game and how razor-thin margins can influence pivotal derby encounters. And social media forums lit up instantly with fans debating those disallowed goals, moments that only heightened the drama of an already unforgettable derby. And talking points emerged instantly from every angle as fan channels, pundits, and commentators broke down the tactical shifts, the individual performances, the implications on the Premier League title race, and what this meant for Manchester United's season, now temporarily backed into the top tier of the league table. This derby win represented not just 3 precious points, but a confidence boost that echoed around club legends, former players, pundits, and supporters alike. And reports from the match highlighted how United's goalkeeper made crucial saves to keep a clean sheet with sensational reflexes, while United's defenders blocked shots, intercepted passes, and won aerial duels, displaying a level of commitment, intensity, and belief that typified this unexpected resurgence. And beyond the match itself, much of the narrative focused on the aura of the derby, on how Carrick had returned to manage his boyhood club in a role fraught with expectation and pressure, and delivered a result that felt like redemption after years of turmoil. As fans noticed, even club legends present in the stands, with some social media posts highlighting the emotional scenes involving past heroes and stirring memories of the club's illustrious history, while others online called for more former greats to step back into the fold to help reignite the club's fortunes. This victory was not just about the 3 points at stake or the temporary climb up the league table. It was about restoring faith in a system and a club that has endured great highs and depths of disappointment over recent seasons. And by full-time, the enormity of what had been achieved resonated throughout the footballing world, with commentary on television channels, online blogs, and match reports, making it clear that this derby was more than just another fixture. It was a defining moment in Manchester United's current campaign, and a potential turning point that might just shift the tides in their favor in the weeks and months ahead. As fans and critics pore over every statistic, every tactical nuance, every emotional reaction, the echoes of this derby victory will continue to shape narratives around Manchester United's identity, their resilience, their hunger for success, and their ability to rise when it matters most. And while the season is far from over, what United did on that derby afternoon suggests that they are not just back for a fleeting moment, but that they have rediscovered a core fighting spirit that could carry them not only to league success, but also to restoring respect and fear from opponents, as the Red Devils now look forward with renewed belief and confidence that even years of struggle could not extinguish their competitive flame. And if this match taught us anything, it is that Manchester United are finally back, but in a way that no one could have predicted. A blend of tactical resilience, youthful energy, strategic audacity, and an unwavering belief that in football, as in life, comebacks often begin at the very moment when everyone else has written you off, making this derby a story for the ages, one that will be remembered not just for the scoreline, but for the manner in which United defied expectation, and in doing so reminded the world that the giants of the game never truly fall. They merely gather strength for their next great rise.